Hey, Tony here, Park Place Education. Okay, it has been super awesome. I have been speaking to so many investors that have been checking out our new education company, which is amazing. And one of the major, probably like the most common asked question is, well, Tony, here you've got the US, and where do I begin? Where do I start? I've got a lot of investors that are purchasing our spreadsheets for pretty much under 200 bucks. That shows, mobile home park owners, suppliers, transporters, dealerships, realtors, brokers, area intricacies, if you will. So, but they're a bit overwhelmed in terms of where do I start? So, what I want to do is just kind of take a step back and share my story and how I started and in which state I started in. Not saying that it's going to be the best state or it is the best state, but it was just my rationale. Now, number one is you do want to make sure that these states are landlord friendly, meaning that if you do have to bump up the lot rents, then you're able to. And you also want to take a look at the rent control laws as well. Okay, so I am in Southern California. Now, the very first state that I personally started in is Idaho. And the reason why I started in Idaho is simply because at the moment, my paradigm, if you will, was, well, you know what? I need to be able to at least drive to the park in a day. Now, come to find out, I mean, years later, I'm not going to drive to the park. I'm just simply going to fly there and leverage a team if something has to be completed at the park. But that was my rationale. So our first park was, I'd say, essentially 1,100 miles away from our house. Idaho's a great state. I definitely like it, and we've got really good residents. It's a high farming state as well. But what I wanted to do is just kind of show you. And the secret is simply model the people that are doing it, model the pros, and you ask yourself, why are they investing there? So that's what I do. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just simply model what the best players in the business are doing. So now one of the things is I initially wanted to invest in Oregon and Washington simply because I love the area. I love to travel there. I wasn't able to find any really good deals through postcard mailings and whatnot, and yellow letters, reaching out to brokers. It was lower cap rates. That's not to say that you're not going to be able to find some really good off-market deals with, number one, persistence, and number two, tenacity. One of the things that you'll start to see is over here on the west, again, you got a lot of lower cap rates. On the east is not too bad. The north, as you know, there's a huge paradigm where be careful investing in the cold. Well, you just need to know what to do. You just simply need to reach out to your manager and make sure that the lines are you've got them wrapped before it gets cold. And then also when you start to go into the south here, you want to be mindful of, number one, how much are the residents making? And what I mean is when you start to look at states where you got really low lot rents, say $100, and there are states that do have that, you ask yourself, some of those really low ones, it's a bit more difficult to collect the rent as opposed to some of the other states where they have $225 to $300 lot rent. So one of the things that I also wanted to share with you is you want to be mindful of the hurricane and the tornado areas as well as you're looking into deals in addition. So, okay, just wanted to share this quick video with you. A lot of the big players, if you look up, just a lot of the big players out there, you can actually Google and research and figure out where they're investing as well. But we've had the best luck in essentially the Bible Belt states. The northern states are really good as well. When you get over into Florida and up in New York, you just want to be mindful of the laws and the rent control. And again, just is it landlord or tenant friendly? So, okay, that's going to cover it for this video. Just kind of wanted to share with you my story and where I started.